Have you ever reached the end of a completely normal month, opened your banking app, and felt that drop in your stomach? Not panic, not shock, just that quiet, heavy thought. Wait, where did it all go? Because you did not book a luxury vacation, you did not walk into a dealership and buy a boat, you did not go on some wild shopping spree. You just lived. You bought groceries, you grabbed a couple meals because you were tired. Maybe you replaced your phone because the old one was glitching, freezing, and dying by 3 p.m. Normal stuff. And yet, somehow, the money is gone. That is the part nobody prepares you for. You can be working harder than ever, earning what should be a decent salary, doing what everybody told you to do, and still feel like you are barely staying afloat. If that feels familiar, you are not lazy. You are not bad with money, and no, you are definitely not alone. You are living inside what I call the middle-class convenience trap, and it's expensive. Because little by little, quietly, invisibly, you are being drained by things that used to be affordable and now cost premium prices for average quality. That's the game, and today we're going to expose it. I'm going to show you the 10 traps hiding in plain sight, the habits that keep smart, hardworking people stuck, and most importantly, how to break out of them so your money can finally start building wealth instead of disappearing on survival. Let's start with the easiest trap to spot: fast food. This one used to make sense. It was quick, it was cheap, it was the backup plan when life got busy. Not anymore. Now you pull into a drive-thru, order one basic meal, and suddenly you're staring at a total of $12, $15, sometimes even $20. For what? A paper bag, a rushed meal, and food that usually leaves you hungry again a few hours later. Here's the crazy part. You're paying restaurant-level prices for convenience-level quality. That's not a deal, that's a leak. And it gets worse when we treat ourselves with sit-down restaurants, because now a simple dinner for two, an appetizer, 2 entrees, a couple drinks, and the tip can hit $100 without even trying. Do that twice a week, and you're not just eating out, you're spending around $800 a month. That's over $10,000 a year. $10,000 on meals that are gone in 30 minutes. Let that sink in, because that's not just food money. That could be debt payoff. That could be an emergency fund. That could be invested money quietly growing in the background while you sleep. Instead, it's gone. And the worst part, most of us don't even feel it happening because it leaves in small bites. Now, let's talk about another silent killer: subscriptions. This one is sneaky because $12 a month doesn't feel dangerous, $18 a month doesn't feel dangerous, even $60 a month doesn't feel dangerous when it's spread across different apps, platforms, and memberships. Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, music apps, cloud storage, premium delivery, random free trials you forgot to cancel. And suddenly you're paying for 5, 6, 7 things you barely even use. Individually, they feel harmless. Together, they can easily cross $1,000 a year for almost nothing. And yes, we need to talk about the gym membership too. Because a lot of people sign up in January, go hard for 2 weeks, miss a few days, then disappear. But the payment keeps coming, month after month. You tell yourself you'll go back. You tell yourself canceling feels like giving up. But financially, you already gave up the moment you kept paying for something you don't use. If that membership is $60 a month, that's roughly $700 a year. Not for health, not for discipline, not for progress, just for guilt. And your future should not be funding your guilt. Now, let's move to the bigger financial mistakes, the ones that really hit hard. The first one, the new car trap. This is one of the most common ways people destroy wealth before it has a chance to grow. Because the second you drive a new car off the lot, it loses value, fast. On average, around 20% can disappear almost immediately. Think about that. You have not even driven it home, and you are already down thousands of dollars. That is brutal. And most people do not buy new cars with cash. They finance them, which means you are paying interest on something that is actively losing value every single day. Why do people do it? Because it smells new. because it looks sharp, because it signals success, because after working hard, it feels like a reward. And emotionally, I get it, but financially, it is a disaster. A reliable used car that is 3 or 4 years old can do the exact same job for dramatically less money. Same destination, same commute, same grocery runs. But one choice builds pressure and the other preserves options. That's the difference. And then there's the phone upgrade cycle. Tech companies understand human psychology better than most people understand themselves. They don't just sell products, they sell urgency. They make your current phone feel old before it's actually outdated. A slightly better camera, a brighter screen, a new color, a different shape, and suddenly people are spending $1,000 to do the exact same things they were doing before. Texting, scrolling, watching videos, and checking email. Ask yourself this honestly. Is that new phone improving your life or just refreshing the feeling of owning something new? Because those are not the same thing. If you kept your phone for 5 years instead of replacing it every 2, you could save thousands. And not just save it, use it, invest it, pay down debt with it, create breathing room with it. That's how real progress starts. Now we get to the emotional part, the part most people don't want to admit. Status spending. This is where money stops being about usefulness and starts being about identity, about appearance, about image, about looking like you made it, even if behind the scenes you're stressed every month trying to keep it all going. Think about designer clothes. A plain white t-shirt might cost $10. Another one, made from basically the same material, costs $200 because it has a logo on it. That extra $190, that's not quality, that's branding. You're paying to advertise a company with your own money. And people do this every day. Luxury shoes, luxury bags, luxury watches. Not because they need them, but because they want the feeling attached to them. Respect, attention, validation. But here's the truth most people learn way too late. Looking wealthy is not the same as becoming wealthy. In fact, a lot of the people trying hardest to look rich are the ones falling furthest behind financially. Because actual wealth is usually quiet. It's not always flashy, it's not always obvious, and it almost never needs approval from strangers. The same trap shows up inside the home. Furniture, appliances, kitchen gear. People are financing couches now for the aesthetic, going into debt for a living room that photographs well on social media, an Instagram-worthy sofa, a designer table, a $400 blender, a premium knife set that mostly sits on the counter looking expensive. And 5 years later, the couch is stained, the trend looks dated, the excitement is gone. But the money? That's gone too. Most of the time, expensive doesn't mean better, it just means better marketed. And if you're using debt to buy status inside your own house, that's not luxury, that's delayed stress. So where does all this leave you? Honestly, in a world where almost everything is more expensive and a lot of it is not even worth the price anymore, that part is real. But here's the good news. You still have more control than you think. Because the answer is not some secret loophole. It's not a magic side hustle. It's not manifesting abundance. It's making cleaner decisions again and again until your money stops leaking. Cook at home more often. Keep your car longer. Buy store brands when the quality is basically the same. Cancel what you don't use. Keep your phone until it actually dies, not until you get bored, not until a commercial tells you it's outdated, until it actually dies. And here's the biggest mindset shift of all. You have to stop trying to keep up with people who may not even be financially okay themselves. That's the trap. So many people are performing wealth while privately carrying debt, anxiety, and pressure. Don't copy appearances, follow outcomes. Because you have a choice. You can look wealthy or you can be wealthy. For most people, especially in the middle class, those are two very different paths. Every dollar spent trying to impress somebody else is a dollar not protecting your future, not helping you buy a home, not helping you breathe easier at night. So here's the move. For the next 30 days, track everything. Not to shame yourself, to wake yourself up. Look for the small stuff that's not really small. The third meal out this week, the subscription you forgot about, the impulse purchase that felt harmless in the moment, the convenience charge you barely noticed. That's where change begins. Not in huge dramatic moments, in repeated awareness. Because once you can see the leaks, you can finally start closing them. And let me tell you something important. A big savings account and no consumer debt might not look exciting on social media. It won't get as many likes as a luxury car. It won't photograph like a designer bag. It won't impress people who confuse consumption with success. But you know what it does feel like? It feels like security. It feels like options. It feels like peace. It feels like freedom. And freedom is worth more than stuff, every single time. So, if you're tired of working hard and still feeling behind, start here. Cut the noise, cut the performance, cut the financial habits that are quietly stealing your future, and start building something real. Because wealth doesn't start with a six-figure breakthrough. It starts with the next decision, the next meal, the next payment, the next purchase, the next month. Make that decision count. And if you're ready to stop feeling broke and start building real financial stability, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to figure out how to keep more of your money and make it work harder for you. I'll see you in the next one.